Let's paint a cup of cappuccino, shall we? I intend to use a kind of a new technique for me, drawing with my brushes. Let's see how it goes. So looking at this photograph of a cappuccino, you see that there's lots of lines on the coffee, nicely done by the barista. I intend to draw with my brush, so that's kind of like the technique I'm going for. The colors, basically it will be a combination of brown and blue, if you like. So it's a complementary color scheme. So we start by drawing very broad shape. Always start with a macro view of the outer silhouette, if you like, and of course you can always venture out to draw some smaller shape, but always start with the big shapes. Then only you go in and draw the smaller shape inside the big shape that you've already put in. As you draw, you can also sort of tell yourself what you are observing in terms of values and colors and so on. So when I start painting, I intended to use quinacridone burnt orange with a dash of French ultramarine to make it darker, and the colors, when I want to make it a bit more opaque, namely the brown, I will be adding a bit of Naples yellow, because Naples yellow is really more of a opaque yellow, if you like. As you can see now, I'm just drawing with the color. Drawing with my brush is something that I normally try not to do, but if you look at the complicated shape, it does call for some kind of a drawing with the brush. At this point, try not to be too think too much, but one thing that you need to keep in mind is to use different values of brown, one that is lighter, one that's darker, and kind of observe what you see with the cup of coffee. Leave the white as you see fit, because leaving white means that you are actually leaving the foam, if you like, the milk part of the coffee intact, and as many lines as I can sort of draw on it. I try to mimic what I see in the photograph. Many people find painting a cup of tea, a cup of coffee very therapeutic. I do find it therapeutic as well, and sometimes I do it too, and I think it's something that you can try. At this point, you look at the shadows on the cup. You see that they are not, although it's white in terms of the porcelain. I do want to make it pop in the sense of using shadow colors, if you like, and the shadow colors consist of light wash of French ultramarine with a dash of phthalo green, and also a bit of quinacridone burnt orange thrown in just to make it grey. I'm thinking in terms of values at this point, putting in a bit more of a shadow on the left hand side. I'm starting to decorate the painting, if you like, with all the drops of darker brown. Again, these are just trying to copy what I see on the photograph in terms of the powders that's been dropped in on top of the coffee by the barista. You will see that the shadows are a lot darker than what I have put in, but anyway, remember that watercolors always dries lighter by about 20 to 30%, so it's okay to put in a bit darker. I'm thinking in terms of values and contrast, and the lines that I'm seeing. I'm trying to put in the metallic feel for the spoon, and when you are painting metal, it's always strong contrast with very strong highlights, and you have to watch the values, if you will. One of the key things in painting metal is this very strong highlights and very strong contrast within its own shape. Going in a bit wet and trying to soften some of the lines so that the lines are not so harsh. Going in with a very wet brush, just toning up or softening some of the lines. So I think it's kind of done. I intend to put in a bit of very light wash around the coffee, and so that it's not so jarring. White can be very, very jarring, so you just want to maybe tone it down a little bit. So I think we're almost there, and just drop in some of the colors, very, very light wash, so that your eyes can see it, and just to stain the paper a little bit. Once that's dry, well, that's it. Put in my name and the date. I hope you have a good day and enjoy the cup of coffee.